You as a lawyer and prosecutor are up at 9:02, finally having your phone in your hand, moving around and making all these phone calls to manufacture an alibi. Is that not true?
It is an absolute fact that I am not manufacturing an alibi, as you say.
We've been breaking down all the big moments from the Alex Murdaugh testimony in court today, and now it is time to get some perspective from somebody who was inside the courtroom. GiGi McKelvey, correspondent for Law and Crime, who's been covering the trial and was in the courtroom in South Carolina today. GiGi, it's always good to see you. I'm going to start with this little bombshell that you revealed to me about what one juror did about the testimony, and I don't think it's what everybody would expect.
No, and I'll just say this. It was when they were playing that video inside the car. It was a little loud, but this juror put Kleenex in her ears and laid back in her juror seat for about 5 minutes. So we all were kind of looking around at each other. Did we see that? And so, yeah, that's what happened.
The judge didn't say anything? The attorneys didn't say anything about that?
I mean, not publicly. So
they just let her do that and sit back, and you caught it, and nobody else said anything.
Oh, I wasn't the only one that caught it, Jesse. There were other people that saw it. It was a little, one of those moments where we're like, okay, I didn't have this on my bingo card.
I mean, I guess
it did happen.
I guess it's better than her falling asleep, but at the same time, what was the rest of the jury doing today? Because they had Alex Murdaugh on the stand, and give everybody a perspective, he's actually turned towards the jury when he's speaking to them. He's pretty close, right? I mean, how were they reacting to him being cross-examined and being in the hot seat all day?
It kind of came and went as far as how intently they were listening. There were times, the previous guest that was on talked about, is this when you decide to lie? He said that just over and over. That seemed to annoy some jurors. It's just, it came so many times. And I think that was a turnoff for some. I think the finish, though, going through that timeline and having him account for it, he would stop, make him answer for it. That seemed to have everybody's attention. And then just the naming off, did you lie to this person? I think that it was powerful in a way that, look at how many people he's lied to. His father, his son, his brothers. Why can you trust him now when he's saying that he didn't kill his wife and son? Will it be effective? We'll see. But the jury, I think, as a whole, they've done great. We're all getting a little trial fatigue, though. It's apparent. I think we're losing. After lunch is really hard just by default because everybody's got a full belly. But, it wasn't really until the very end of that cross-exam that they really perked up and were sitting straight, and it was like a ping pong match, watching both prosecutor and Alec the whole time.
Did they show any kind of emotion? I mean, yesterday was a far more emotional day from Alex Murdaugh, crying on the stand multiple times about Paul and Maggie. Did the jurors show emotion yesterday versus maybe what they showed today?
I didn't see any outward emotion. I did see a couple of times where you could see sympathetic looks, especially when he's talking about Paul. He tends to break down harder when he talks about Paul. Not saying that indicates anything, but it's just that's his child. So I did see a couple of jurors kind of sympathetic. One pushed the Kleenex box to, I believe, Jim Griffin because he was having some issues with his nose. Of course, if you see my car right now, you'll see all the pollen and maybe that's it. But yeah, so I think the jury is ready for this to go to closings, though. I'm interested to see rebuttal, but right now I'm glad it's over, and I think they are too. The financials, though, yesterday, Jesse, they were a little bit tired during all that. And every time he brought up a new financial, they would kind of you would see that body language kind of slump, like, okay, we wanted to really get to the good stuff that we actually have to go deliberate.
Well, look, and I think it's clear, Dan made the point on a previous show, I'll make it again, it's almost impossible to know what a juror is actually thinking. Having said that, there are times when they nod or maybe agree. I'll give you the final point real quick. Anything from the jurors on that?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it go both ways. I've seen them nod in agreement with the state. I've seen them shake their head in disagreement, and same with the defense. It seems pretty even with it. There are a couple that we kind of think maybe might be buying what Alex selling, but then again, you never know. Juries are unpredictable.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.